What's going on, guys? Apparently, Candace Owens, somebody I'm a fan of, is beefing with Eminem. I guess I'm a fan. Oh, I'm a fan of the old Eminem, I should say. I haven't heard his last album, but anyway, I digress. Let's see what Candace has to say about this beef. Pause. That sounds crazy. That did sound nuts. I kept it going. I didn't even, that somehow connected. I was the drama. Listen, why y'all judging me? I just feel like y'all judging me right now. You can judge me.
All right, everybody. Happy Friday. We are coming at you live today. Usually we pre-record a couple of hours before, and then I'm in the live chat, but now I'm actually here. Hello to Jason Whitlock. In the chat. I'm very excited about that. Why are we live today? Because it's Friday. We need to have some fun. Also, there just happens to
You ain't supposed to add on to it. You're supposed to hold me down in the live chat. That's crazy.
Be a lot going on.
Down,
First and foremost, in case you missed it, the big boy had his press conference. And I would say he missed the potty. Unfortunately, it went just about as expected. He announced the glory of Vladimir Putin, as well as his vice president Trump on stage. We'll get to that. Also, we've got Eminem. In case you're thinking, Candace, that name vaguely rings a bell. Yes, I'm referring to the white rapper that we all used to listen to when we were prepubescent and we wanted to feel edgy. One with the bleach blonde hair. Inspired a generation of...
Nah, wait. Out the gate, Candace? She was like, you might say that. Nigga, you might have heard of Eminem back in that day. She's saying this nigga is ancient history? That's crazy. That's crazy.
14-year-old boys to wear Echo Limited.
Oh, no.
No? Don't know what I'm talking about still? Not ringing a bell? Okay, he wrote a lot of songs about killing his baby mama, Kim. 8 Mile, the movie. Yeah. Now it's starting to come to you. Well, apparently Eminem is still releasing music. And guess what, guys? It's edgier than ever. He's written 2...
Damn, don't do that, Candace. That was art. And actually, that's like, it's going to sound crazy. That's the Eminem I rock with heavy. When he was doing, what is it called? Horrorcore? Whatever. I think that's what it might be. Is it horrorcore or horror rap? Whatever. It's like this weird style of rap where it's like, it's nothing you're saying is real, but you're saying the craziest ish, like it's like you're in a horror movie. But I enjoyed that Eminem. That was like my favorite album from him, actually. Right. And it was art. It wasn't real. Right. He was just saying stuff for the song.
Diss tracks that feature me. Lastly, Jordan Peterson is now trending on Twitter under the headline, Hero or Hypocrite. And I hate to say literally this time, I hate to say.
Let's get straight to the.
So people in the live chat are calling him Eminem. They're calling him woke, shady. Here's what I will say about Eminem. I heard the music and I'm going to take you through the lyrics. And it's become very apparent to me that Eminem is having his Hillary Clinton hot sauce moment. Now, if you don't remember what that moment was, back in 2016, she was doing the obligatory rounds and having to pretend that she likes Black people. And she visited Charlamagne the God and the Breakfast Club, as is mandatory for...
I literally just said this in a live stream. If you're watching the clipped edited version of this, you don't know what I'm talking about. I just mentioned this in the live stream. Me and Candace is eye to eye with it. We eye to eye with it, fam. Great minds think alike.
Presidential candidates, especially Democrat ones. And she had this moment when she was asked what she carries in her bag. Take a listen.
No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now, listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to Black people.
Okay. Is it working?
She is pandering. And she said, is it working? It's crazy. With Eminem, I haven't heard his last album. I'm hearing good things. I just haven't heard it. Be honest with you. I know it came out recently. I just haven't took the time to go and listen to it. I know there's an era of Eminem where I hated his music, man. I don't like that I'm Not Afraid. I hated that. I hated that whole era of Eminem. I like Kamikaze. That was cool. But yeah, I just haven't had the time to listen to his new record. I don't think it's his political beliefs that makes me want to like not listen to his music. I don't give a damn about that. Just if you're not pumping it nonstop into the music, then I don't care. Just make good music. I just didn't like any of his more recent stuff. I was like up until Kamikaze started getting back to the old Eminem.
It's kind of weird. The more I watch that clip, the more I kind of like her. That's just like very honest. She's like, I'm pandering to Black people and I just want to know if it's working. I've got hot sauce in my bag. In case you don't know why she said that, that was because at the time Beyonce's song Formation was viral. And there's this moment where she says, I've got hot sauce in my bag, swag. So Hillary Clinton was talking and speaking with Black people, and she wanted them to vote for her. So what better way than to use a clever Beyonce lyric when asked what she always has in her purse? Because obviously she travels with hot sauce in her bag swag. Get it? Is it working? It didn't work, guys. She lost the election. So that's just a quick update for you. But you know who is putting that on, who's putting on his best Hillary Clinton 2016 impression? Eminem, in the ultimate pander to Black America. He's just like, please buy my album. So many of them are flopping. I will say anything. What do I have to do? Who do I have to throw under the bus? So he starts by basically, he has got this song, it's called Lucifer. And he obviously throws Kanye under the bus.
Oh, no, yes. Oh, that's crazy. You threw Ye under the bus? Yes, you like the old Eminem and the new album sounds like the old Eminem? Then I got to check it out then. I got to check it out. If everybody's saying that in my live chat, then, and I rock with my supporters. So let me see. Because I like the old Eminem too.
First, he's just like, oh,
and I like that
nobody cares about Kanye anymore, as if anybody even knows where Eminem is. Kanye is still making a lot of headlines. Eminem, on the other hand, is not. But I want to take you through these lyrics because there's a lot happening here. First thing I want to say is Eminem is obviously a gay man. It's very sad that Eminem cleaned out his closet but never came out of his closet. But let's get to these lyrics. I'll read them to you. He writes or says or raps, and Candace, oh, I ain't mad at her. I ain't gonna throw the fact BITCH forgot she was Black at her. Oh, laugh at her like them crackers she's backing after her back is turned in a cute MAGA hat with her brand new White Lives Matter shirt. Haha, nope. Or say this MAGA dirt.
See, this is what I don't want to hear. If the album sound woke as hell like this, nigga, I do not want to listen to that. So the fact that she forgot you telling her if she was Black or not sounds insane to me. Laugh at her like them. That's crazy. Like she's backing her. When did he record this? A brand new White Lives Matter shirt. Yeah, that shit hurt his feelings. That was years ago, dude. And who cares? Say this, my dirtbag. And he connected to Trump. This nigga really don't like Trump.
In a skirt, just opened the biggest can of worms on the whole planet Earth. Call her Grand Wizard, yeah, Candace, haha, or Grand Dragon, or like the national anthem, I won't stand for the tramp. Why? But I can diss her, because my plans are to get in her pants, and I'll blow my chance if I answer back to her. Oh, but I can't diss her because his plans are to get in my pants. Ew, you disgust me. Okay, a lot going on here. I think first and foremost, I just would like to again remind people that he isn't.
I don't be that guy, but he has a habit of just doing that, right? Like he be trying to go at the chicks that he generally wants to get with. I really believe that, nigga. I went and reevaluated that whole Mariah Carey beef. That shit was weird. That was strange as hell. It was like his feelings was hurt. You don't want to tell people we dated? Like, nigga, relax. So what? Who cares? Why you pillow talking? Like, who give a fuck? Like, move on, nigga. She want to claim you, my G. Damn. This nigga crazy. And So if he gonna go that route and Candace disses him and then he's gonna go and try to he's gonna try to drag this forever.
In fact, a struggling internally gay man. And so there's a lot happening with Eminem, and we should pray for him. On the second point, the way that we know that is because he's actually recycling things that Black women have said about me on the internet. Like he's pretending this is original, calling me Candace. It's not.
It's trash.
This is like he's just recycling the Black women that don't like me on the internet, have a lot of names for me. One of them being Candy O. So he's like watched what they're saying. And I guess someone who was listening to him in the booth was like, yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, drop the beat. They're really, 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 really going to like that. By the way, there's a second song he also dropped. This one's called Bad One. And the lyrics are this about me.
Multiple times?
Yeah, this whole subgenre with all these corny white rappers. I'm not a fan of it. It ain't my fault.
Time out. I don't care if the album's good. Doing multiple shots at Candace Owens on it, she's not even a rapper. That's strange as hell. Like, she is on this nigga's mind, bro. My bad. Let's keep going.
But like sock puppets, I had a hand in it. This $1,000 in my hand is just like what Candace did when she turned her back on her own race, because I have abandoned it. Oh,
my nigga, y'all keep saying this album's fire, son. I want to hear this. I do not want to hear no woke shit, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? What gives him the authority to tell her she's Black or not? That sounds nuts to me. Can I pull your white card now? I can just you not white no more. Your soul is mine. Remember that? Mortal Kombat?
Oh my, so cool. That's a tough one. That's so tough. The Black community is going to be going crazy. I don't think that's going to happen at all. Actually, I'm doing this because I want to help him go viral, because this is sad. This is very sad. I want you to feel sad for Eminem, because this is just not the way for someone's career to go down the drain. And I want us all to do our part to help make Eminem relevant again, at the very least. And he can be relevant just by me speaking about him. He understands that. By the way, I did TMZ earlier, and they were asking me, like, in part, though, aren't you honored that someone who was recognized as the greatest?
That's probably why he did it. Old school rappers technique game only does that thing. He does nothing else. That's probably why he ain't still where he used to be. But yeah, he's probably doing this so you can talk about him right around when he dropped the album, which is going to make more people go listen to the album and boost his sales. So this will give him all time. He's dedicating all of his time. Even though Eminem don't need the clout or attention, this is a different type of attention. So it will give him an additional set of attention.
To you. Sure. And I said no, because it would have meant something if he was at his prime. As an example, Dave Chappelle, he made a really, honestly, it was kind of a hideous joke about me. I didn't think the joke itself was funny, but I did appreciate the fact that Dave Chappelle, who is the most famous comedian in the entire world at the peak of his career, was mentioning me on stage. Like when he was very sad about George Floyd and he did this whole skit and he said some awful things about me. I did have that moment where I went, wow, Dave Chappelle knows who I am. This is not that with Eminem. He is not at the peak of his career. He's at the end of it. His career should have ended like 15 years ago, and he keeps going. And so this is not a rapper that's...
Yeah, I said, you got to listen to it, BX. It's not woke, the whole album. All right, I'm going to check it out. I'll probably just skip or whenever I'm like, all right, this is getting way too woke for me. Let me turn this off.
It's at the top. He's actually doing he's going through a strategy that a lot of new rappers do, where they find out.
How is Eminem doing the same thing that Joe Biden did? Like, how is that not getting called out? That's crazy. We could call out Biden for telling them Black people if we're Black or not, right? We got to give Eminem that same energy. Who the fuck is he? That sounds crazy. Like, hey, you're not Black. You turned against your own people. I'm still supporting Candace. What the hell you talking about? Only people that I feel like turned against their own people was the Daily Wire.
Who is the big rapper? And they start a beef, right? He's like, nobody knows who I am, so I'm just going to start a beef with Candace Owens. And he's just fading out of the American mindset entirely. So this is what he's come up with. And I want to say this. Genuinely, the pander here is pathetic. He's literally making a plea to the public.
It does sound like
I hate white people. That's what he's saying. He's calling white people crackers. He's using a slur against his own people, while at the same time, unironically, accusing me of doing what he's doing. He's like, she turned her back on her own race as he turns his back on his race and calls them crackers. I've never used slurs to describe Black Americans because I don't have an issue with my race, but you very much have an issue with yours. And the other thing is, like, he doesn't even know what his audience is. Again, this feels very maybe could have done something in 2016 when the whole world was, so anti-Trump and it was the George Floyd moment. He doesn't even understand what's happening. I mean, that conversation has...
Yo, that's crazy. Me and her eye to eye with it. I swear I never watched this. That was the first thing I said was, when did he write this? It felt old. Right? Some of the things it just felt old and outdated.
In the Black community, that's why Trump's numbers are up. Beyond that, I've been on the Breakfast Club, I've done Joe Budden. Like, Black Americans are following this podcast. They actually like me. I went viral on a few of those channels, on Instagram channels the other day because of my conversation with Don Lemon.
Hearing Eminem say that stuff is like watching the movie Get Out all over again. Which, that's why I thought that movie Get Out was genius. I don't think Jordan Peele did anything that good since. No, you know what? I'm lying. Monkey Man was amazing. I think he produced that, right? But the movie was almost like done. But I think he came and saved it and fixed it. So I give him credit for Monkey Man. But Get Out, that was kind of like the point. You really pay attention to the movie Get Out.
And they're starting to hear what I have been saying, because back in 2016, when I was saying Black Lives Matter was a fraudulent organization, people were not ready to listen to that. But then what happened was they proved that they were a fraudulent organization, and people said, I think Candace may have been trying to tell us that, and she was right, and maybe I need to listen to her rather than listen to what other people are telling me about her. And one of those people that they're not going to listen to is you, Eminem, because you're just so irrelevant. Your music isn't good anymore. And like I said, you're the one that's actually cosplaying a race that you aren't. You're desperate for Black Americans to pick up your tracks because you abandoned the audience of a lot of people who were listening to your music. I'm a trailer park kid. And then what did you do? You dunked on kids from the trailer park. You dunked on actually an entire middle class of white people who loved your music. You dunked on people in the country. For what reason? True. For what reason other than you?
She got a point, bro. Like, yes, Eminem did do that. She has a point.
Misread the room. And the way and the reason that you misread the room, rather, is because what's actually happened to Eminem is he's an out of touch elitist. He is. This is what happens. He is now a lefty elitist. He belongs on a campaign trail with Hillary Clinton when she runs for the third or fourth time. That's what he should be doing, because he's pretending to know anything about what's going on. The reality is that a lot of those people in the country that...
Remember how mad he got when Vivek was rapping his joint just for fun? Because he was a fan. He was rapping Eminem, and Eminem was like putting out statements like, stop rapping. Nigga, shut up. If I were Vivek, I'd be like, make me... Man, I'd have performed the Eminem song every night, nigga. I dare you to make me not rap this song. What are you talking about? But that's different. I'm not a politician. I'm a reformed gangster. I'm different, nigga. I call your bluff, nigga. What you gonna do? Oh, that's what I thought. But Vivek, I think he stopped rapping it.
That he doesn't like, take it from me, I moved to Tennessee, have a lot more in common with the people that he's trying to appeal to. I think he thinks he's appealing to, like, what, the hood. They have a lot more in common because these are regular people who are suffering in different but similar ways, who recognize that the economy is not good and an Eminem track is not going to make it better. Here's the last thing I want to say about Eminem. He is a lesson to a lot of people out there that you need to know when it's time for you to retire. You don't want to retire on this note, right? Eminem is 51 years old. He has not modified his brand at all. He's not grown up. Most people know that you do have to evolve your brand, right? You can even see this as just one example. Miley Cyrus, like in 2016 or maybe a little bit before, she was like shaking her butt. We can't stop twerking. And now
Candace is adorable. Shaking her butt, twerking. Yeah, she was twerking. Actually, I ain't gonna front. Miley was wilding, but I kind of like that Miley's music. That was some of her best work. What was it? Bangers? I love that album. That album was fire to me. Right? I wish she would start doing music like that again. Actually, that shit was hard, man. What's the name of that damn song that I think Pharrell produced? Yeah, I can't remember, but I love that record too.
She's cleaning it up and she's singing music that's still catchy, but it's not so crass and she's actually giving interviews saying that, this is who I was because I wanted to break out of the Disney shell and this is who I am. And this is where I'm going. And I don't think she gets it right all the time, but I can at least recognize that she's evolving. Eminem's not evolving. He still thinks that he's
She did evolve. She did. Right, she didn't do the JoJo Siwa.
13-year-old boy who is rapping in his room, and that somehow people are going to find that appealing. When in reality, he's 51 years old. His daughter, or maybe he's older than 51. His daughter has just gotten married, which means that Eminem should be behaving more like a potential grandparent. He's granddad. This is granddad shady. You know what I mean? But granddad is not acting like a granddad. I'm going to need granddad to start acting like a granddad and not producing this trash to pander to the black community. That's what I want to say on that point. Now, speaking of a lot of Americans.
That's what granddad shady is insane. Yeah, she smoked him. I'm still going to have to go and listen to the album and see if it's actually like fire or not. We'll see. Y'all say y'all tired of people telling people what to do, especially based off the color of their skin, right? Yeah. I think that's dumb as hell. Stupid in the mother effort. But a lot of people are nasty like that. And that's why I like that movie Get Out. I'm trying to tell you, man, the symbolism and all the metaphors in that movie. It really told you a lot, but people still be missing that message. Right. But overall, yeah, I think that Candace cooked Eminem. He wilding out. I'm still going to check out the album to see if it's good, but yeah, I don't like that woke stuff. Like, why are you just pushing that into your music? Whatever. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Check me out live on Twitch. The hell is Eminem doing?